Hi everybody, it's Sean from GoPart.com again. We're here today working on a 1996 Toyota 4Runner. Most of the repairs on this vehicle are going to be the same as 96 to 2002. A couple of tools might be a little bit different in terms of size. We're here to take off. We're going to show you how to take off the interior door panel here. And this is going to be an important procedure if you're trying to replace your side mirror, if you're trying to replace your exterior door handle, power window regulator. All these things are going to be inside, and they're going to require removing the door panel. So to do so, what we're going to need is we're going to need a Phillips screwdriver. I've got a small flat blade screwdriver here, and then a door panel clip tool. This is the right tool. You can get away with a putty knife or something like that if you didn't have one of these. But it's a fairly easy installation, or a fairly easy procedure that again is going to be important for a variety of different repairs on this particular vehicle. To remove the interior door handle, we're going to pull it out. We use a Phillips screwdriver. Now using a small flat blade screwdriver, carefully pry out the bezel. Now you want to be careful here. You don't want to damage the interior lining. And what you're going to do is you're going to slide the handle toward the hinge side. You can go ahead and pull the handle out. Now on the back here, it's kind of difficult to see. Let me see if I can get you a good angle on this. Okay. Now on the back here, oh, the shadow is brutal. Okay. On the back here, you can kind of see it. There's a small retaining clip right back here. Now that secures your locking rod to your handle. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a small flat blade screwdriver, and we're going to disengage that retaining clip, and that'll allow us to slide and remove the interior door handle. So, after you've gotten the bezel loose, what you want to do is, there's a little clip on the back here. You want to disengage that clip by sliding it out from the rod. And then once that's off the rod, you want to squeeze the top of it here. You want to slide the handle up and off. There we go. Now it's up and off. Now using the small flathead screwdriver, you want to carefully pry and lift your power window switch here. Be careful you don't want to scratch anything. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift the front and you're going to pull it toward the hinge. And that's going to allow it to release from the door frame. Now underneath you'll see some wiring harnesses here. And flathead screwdriver usually make it a little bit easier. You're going to go ahead and disconnect the two wiring harnesses. So these coming out pretty easy here. go. Your power window switch is off. Or the panel's off anyway. Now for the door panel removal, we've already pried and removed. There's a small trim panel right here up top. I've already pried and removed it here. There's a small speaker there, but that won't get in our way. Use a small flat blade screwdriver, just kind of pry it, pop it off. You're going to use a Phillips screwdriver, and you're going to have, sorry, the shadow's getting you, a retaining pin here, as well as a retaining pin right over here. And what you're going to do is you're going to depress the center, which is going to release the clip, and then you can pull it right out from its position. There's one of those guys right there. And then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and reset it by snapping it right back into place there. Okay, we're now going to pry and lift our armrest here. Okay, and that comes right off. And that's going to expose these two Phillips screws that we're going to loosen. Okay, now that we have all of our retaining pins and our screws removed, what we're going to do now is taking a door panel clip tool, slide in between the door panel and the frame, and just sort of pop outward. Every time you feel a clip, surround it there. A series of clips runs along the outside of the panel. That's what secures your door panel to the door frame. So you're going to feel them pop as they disengage. And you want to lift your door panel, and we're up and off. Just to give you a better idea of what we're going for here. These are the clips. Let's see if you can kind of see if I can get some good views. The shadow's kind of brutal here. There's one here. You'll see that they slide into the door panel. It's not uncommon for them to stay with the door itself. And when that happens, you can just take pliers or a flat blade screwdriver, pry them out, snap them right back into the door panel, and you'll be in great shape. Okay. Got one here. That one's going to slide in. Either way. Okay, so your door panel's off. What you want to do is you want to be firm, not too firm. You get the door properly lined up. Secure all those into place. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tighten Phillips screws here. So with those tightened, we can go ahead and reattach our little retaining pins here. Remember, the smaller one goes in this end of the door. snap our armrest back into place. To reattach the interior door handle, what we're going to do is to reattach the interior door handle, and as you can see, we were doing some other stuff for this with the door panel, so you don't have to take off any of this if you're just replacing the door handle. What you do is you slide the locking rod, you re-engage with your new handle. There's nothing wrong with ours, so we're just reattaching it. It'll be a little difficult to get to, so I'm going to use some pliers to kind of hold it down for me. What you're going to do is you're going to slide the handle right onto it, and then to fully engage it, you want to swing that retaining clip onto the rod, and that's what will lock it in place. Be a little tricky. There we go. Now with the handle there, go ahead and sewed it right into the door frame. Slide it right into place. Tighten the Phillips screw. Missed it. Okay, now that we've reattached the armrest, tighten the Phillips screws there. Our interior door handle has been tightened the Phillips screw inside of it, so it's good to go. Now what we want to do is we've mounted our new power window switch. So now what we do is we connect the wiring harnesses, which is literally as simple as it sounds. Make sure those are snapped into place properly. Connect the other. And then we go the rear end down first. Make sure it's all the way in there. Check that harness. There's our power window switch installed. And the final piece is going to be snapping in our trim panel up top. Now there is a little nub here on the back you want to make sure goes into the opening in the frame. Slide that down into place. Snap that on. You're all set.